Where politics meets the South. So grab your sweet tea, find a comfortable spot to sit back, and let's embark on this journey together. Jump away, jump away.
Oh, yeah! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is. It is Friday. And good morning to you today on a Friday. Clay sang 3 songs, maybe 4 songs yesterday. I may have to sing some today. But it is Friday. Everybody's getting ready to go. They're working for the weekend. Well, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be out at Acme Pizza. But you have a lot of entertainment opportunities this weekend because you have the, I guess it's Stained and Breaking Benjamin at the Brandon Amphitheater. You have where Clay will be hanging out. I'm sure he'll be on the front row or pretty much near the front row. We'll be out there at Pearl Day. Pearl Day is free. My brother says I can't sing. Well, we'll talk about that. But Pearl Day with Bret Michaels will be out there with his band, and opening for Bret Michaels, Warrant. Yeah, she's my cherry pie. That's what he always sings. But I like me some Warrant. You know, they had some good songs. My big song from Warrant is Uncle Tom's Cabin. I got a secret down at Uncle Tom's cabin. Okay, but anyway. Okay, so I was been looking online at different stuff today, but you have that going on. Then you also have the New Orleans Jazz Festival starting up this week. The big guy, the governor, he vetoed the certificate of need bill because it wasn't fair. A lot of last minute stuff put in there to where it's not equally, like it could be my understanding, and this is just my understanding, is it was kind of set up to where when they put some more stuff in it at the end, is that some of the hospital beds that we would need could be shifted around the state rather than the need in the area in which you would need them. It would creating a money grab for those chairs because, you would lobby to get your certificate of need. I would think you could lobby some people and make some things happen. Lobbyists, y'all. I understand the need of a lobbyist to get senators and congressmen. I understand that they're trying to explain to them what they're trying to do. And sometimes it takes alcohol and steaks for them to understand anything. That's what it takes. You got to do that. Sometimes it's just greenbacks. But, it's amazing to me what goes on. And then I saw where our guy, Jason White, and we all know that sports betting in Mississippi is a big deal. But some of the people with sports betting carried him to the Super Bowl. Yeah, he went to the Super Bowl with and took his staff, is what the article I saw said, and that it was all on gaming's dime. And gaming has a lot of money. And so you got to think about this over the next year now that it's not a thing. They'll be trying to put it back on the bill. So between now and then, and this is for all you senators and all y'all and congressmen out there, state senators and House of Representatives, y'all, you all know that there's a trip out there for you if you want it. You can go to Vegas. You can go to Atlantic City. You can go probably to the Philippines or some other place where they have, carry the family. Because it is stupid that they did not go ahead and pass the gaming bill for online betting in Mississippi. It's throwing away the money that we would be making. You're already sinning. You already are a bunch of sinners We have dope in Mississippi. We have casinos in Mississippi. We have lottery in Mississippi. Yeah, we have all, and we have alcohol, which I sell at my place. But I mean, we have all the sin taxes. Why are you waiting to pass the last one? The last one on the list right now, and I can't wait till the prostitution lobbyists come into town. They'll get prostitution on. I mean, come on, people. Come on, people. It doesn't make sense that lobbyists are allowed to do what they do at the level they do it. And I don't know if every trip is logged or how it's done, but we need to know everything that they're getting. We need to go, especially when something doesn't pass. And then, of course, it's the people we don't get to ask because they took our ballot initiative away from us years ago now. 8 years? Has it been 8 years? Yeah, 8 years. And we can't do anything about anything. We can't say we don't like something because they don't have to listen. They fixed it where we, the people, don't have to listen. And there's a movement across America to take this country back. There's a movement across Jackson and even Canton to take those two towns back. And I wish I knew more about the races in the other counties of the Benny Thompson district to see how many more counties. Because he's in Greenville last night hawking, if you're short on food stamps, come see me. If you're short on food stamps, come see me. I mean, and he's going to every county. I mean, he's actually nervous that he might be gone. But, the nervousness he has, Benny Thompson has, actually is a real nerve because it's not the fact that the people may vote him out because he's always figured out a way to find whatever he needs in votes. I don't know how that happens, but the big thing Benny's got to worry about is when Trump turns the tables on him and says, excuse me, did you do this? Did you do this? I mean, Trump had a guy who was allowed to shoot. Look at it this way. That guy that tried to assassinate him in Butler was allowed to shoot. And that guy, he probably could have killed the president by shooting him in the body. But no, he wanted to explode his head in real time. Everybody has the evil people have a addiction to doing it a certain way to where it would be more dramatic than what they need to do if they were going to kill someone. And shooting him in the head on live television and exploding his head would have been a big deal. And I mean, look at Kennedy. What did they do? They blew his head apart because they know if you blow the head apart, that's that. And instead of shooting him in the chest or somewhere where they had where the guy had a chance to shoot him, because bullets will penetrate bulletproof vest. Yes, y'all, that does happen. But anyway, we got to do better, people. And and all these kids that are getting killed, what do we need to do? Do we need to put out a market to where if you're going to send your kid to school today, that he has a small vest to wear? On the weekends when they go outside, put on your play clothes. Don't forget your vest. Come on. I mean, it is unheard of to every time we cut on the radio, a 13-year-old's been shot, a 14-year-old's been shot. Kids everywhere have been shot, and they're not at war. They are not at war. The people at war are over in Ukraine, and the leaders sound foolish and like a bunch of children. Trump is trying to get it together, and they get going, and it's like they're both sitting at the table, and then Putin will slap Zelensky, and then he'll say, "Now calm down, calm down, calm down." Then Zelensky will slap Putin, and he go, "Now calm down, calm down." And if I wasn't here, Putin would whoop you. That is the truth. If if America wasn't sitting at the table, the war would be over because Russia could take the whole area. That's a fact. And I don't know if we're dealing with two people that are sane or insane. And maybe Trump needs to back off. I mean, our money is keeping the war going. Our money, China's money on the other side. And, I don't trust Zelensky to not be taking taking money from both sides, because he's just that kind of weasel. That's what he looks like to me. But anyway, I'm going to get off on that tear. I didn't think that was coming out of me today, but you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. If you got something on your mind, 601-879-0003, 601-879-0003. Good morning, Irene Jackson. I see that you're online and checking in. Everybody following us on Facebook Live or on X and on the WYAB.com app if you're having trouble. Picking it up in your part of the world. Yes, we're worldwide. This show's worldwide. Everybody knows. And we're going to let you know the goings on of Jackson. We're going to let you know the goings on of Canton, Ridgeland, Madison. And then, of course, Clay's coming in at 7 o'clock, and he'll have more on the shooting on 49 last night. The shooting on 49 as we talk about violence. There was a guy in an RV shooting at people on 49, and it caused 49 to be shut down for those that have been living under a rock and didn't know that went on last night. But that's what we're here for. We'll catch you up. We'll let you know what's going on. We'll be back right here on the Chip Matthews Show on a Friday here on WYAB. On WYAB.
1039 WYAB.
Pet emergencies don't wait, so why should you? At Urge Vet Emergency Vets of Madison, we offer low wait times and cutting-edge technology to provide fast, expert care for all household pets. Our hours of operation are weeknights 5 p.m. to 8 a.m. and 24 hours on weekends and holidays. Our phone number is 601-790-1918 and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Because when it comes to your pet's health, trust the team that's fast, reliable, and compassionate.
Hi, this is Rita Jensen with Remax Connection. I've been selling real estate now for well over 30 years, and I typically use Chadwick Home Inspectors. And Chad has done many, many home inspections for me.
They are pretty much from roof to foundation. Most people are surprised at just how thorough these home inspections can be. Been working with Rita almost a decade now. Very rarely does she let a deal fall apart. She can usually find a way to negotiate where both parties are satisfied.
RitaJensen.net.
Your pie and Gluckstadt is adding to the family. No, not like that. It's the new Pizza Shop sandwiches, like the Italian featuring pepperoni, ham, bacon, black olives, feta, mozzarella, red onion, and that secret ingredient,
oregano. You mix in something called oregano. Oh, oregano.
Some tasty chicken creations, too, like the chicken bacon ranch served with house-made jalapeno ranch. And as always, express your inner pizza, too. Your Pie Gluckstadt across from Germantown High School.
It can be hard to move past the guilt, times of weakness, and regret, knowing you weren't there for your family when they needed you the most. But there is life after addiction. We're seeing broken families restored, one man at a time, through our vehicle, cash, and thrift store donations. It's given Mercy House Adult and Teen Challenge the ability to help these men succeed in having better lives. Donate a vehicle, running or not, and we'll come pick it up. Call today, 601-572-7296, or visit us at vehicledonationsms.com.
Now's the time to get a great deal on a Kubota Z200 series mower with the new K-Ride comfort system. Designed to optimize your ride, the series delivers a quality cut and an exceptional ride. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0.99% APR for up to 36 months. Now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Divini Equipment, serving you in Madison and Jackson. Stop, call, or click at DiviniEquipment.com.
It's Kubota Orange Days. From America's #1 selling compact tractor to zero-turn mowers and versatile RTVs, get your perfect match delivered to your door. Now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,000 off select compact tractors. See the details at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Divini Equipment, serving you in Madison and Jackson. Stop, call, or click at DiviniEquipment.com.
Health has always been reactive, focused on fixing problems as they happen. But with Blue Primary Care, we're taking a proactive approach, working with you to help you understand your health and empowering you to be healthy. It's time to prioritize you, your health, and your life. The results? Less worrying and more living. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue.
Craving something extraordinary in Jackson? Manship Restaurant is where your taste buds hit the jackpot. Join us for happy hour every day from 3 to 6 p.m. where your wallet will thank you and your stomach will sing. Indulge in half-price wood-fired pizzas because why pay full price for half the fun? And for just $5, dive into our private barrel bourbon picks. That's right, luxury on a budget. Plus, beat the heat with our frozen drink specials, a tropical escape without the travel expenses. Make your way to the Manship, where happy hour isn't just a time, it's an experience.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
And good morning here on the Chip Matthews Show here on WYAB and online and stunning. I guess I would be in color instead of in black and white TV. Since I'm older, I remember black and white TV. Good morning, Anita Ford. Good morning, Dawn McKenzie. Yeah, it is great to be on the radio every day. I enjoy it, and I love to see everybody checking in and seeing what's going on in the world. And it's important for me to let you know that the fight for Jackson and the fight for Canton has gotten a little light on it, a little bit better, but it's not over. Because, you know, when you look at Canton, we're in good shape in Canton, because there's a good chance it'll be Tim Taylor or myself, and that's gonna be good for Canton. I believe that Tim brings a lot of governmental things to the table, where I will bring a lot of business building for the small businessman. I will help bring that to the square. Be great if we could have dual mayors doing two different things, because, you know, it's sort of like Trump. Trump is sitting there and having to juggle America. You know, never mind what we have wrong inside the borders of America. Meanwhile, he's juggling all the countries of the world and their trade issues. He's having to fight people on Wall Street, the banks, and all of those people, because everybody wants to know what's going on, and that's why the market goes up and down in wonky, because these people that have controlled our lives forever on Wall Street have and at the Fed, money goes back and forth. They can make one company can make it look like a big giant sell-off in 2 seconds, and one company can bring it all back in 2 seconds. I mean, it's just that volatile. And then we've learned this election cycle where the market falls one day and then Trump says something and it goes right back up. He's counterbalancing the fight of the globalists that want to take over the entire world, that Jameson Haygood speaks about every day right here on this radio station from 10 till noon on The Good Fight with Jameson Haygood. So you need to understand that. You need to understand that. And it's, it's a little bit more in depth, a little bit more this, that, and the other. But through it all, as long as we're one with Christ, we will be fine. As long as we do know what right and wrong is, we will be fine. We are Americans. And the one thing that everybody in the rest of the world does not understand about Americans, it's like a football team. It doesn't matter what sport we're playing. Americans want Americans to win. And in other countries, it's not like that. It's not live or die. We live and die on sports. We live and die on competition. We live and die and want something good to happen. Everybody in this country. Now, some people get depressed and give up, but we have to work on propping those people back up. And then you have people who think that they have made it just because they're getting all their bills paid and this, that, and the other by the government. Well, you know, those are people that need to be inspired to do better. You know, government assistance is there to assist you to do better. You know, it's to help you get a leg up, a hand up. And, you know, and I understand the problem in Jackson. If you don't have a certain education level, and this is a skill, not another degree, the skill of working in different places in the hospital industry in Jackson. I mean, if it isn't hospitals and it isn't selling drugs on the corner, what else can you do? I mean, that is the problem. You know, I saw Kenny Stokes on TV this morning saying, we got to get summer jobs for the kids or they're going to be out working for the dope boys. Well, if you know where the dope boys are, Mr. Stokes, why don't you go out and start arresting them? Why don't you go out and tell the dope boys you're putting them out of business? Why don't you do that? My thing is this, you know, Kenny's got in the past because the mayor was that stupid, okay, allegedly. But we got to go out and the people that are in power and people listen to. I mean, Kenny Stokes is going to have a press conference and make news every Saturday, Sunday. He makes sure of it. It's like clockwork. You know that Kenny's going to be out somewhere. But if you know where the dope boys are and you know who the dope boys are, get them arrested. Help them out. You're helping them out because it's either one. If you don't get the dope boys arrested, they're going to either one, they're going to get caught by the police eventually and go to jail. Or number two, they're just going to get shot. Or even worse, they may be shooting somebody else before they get shot themselves. I mean, that's the guns and the drugs are everywhere. And you got to do something about it. And like in Canton, where the Blackman was at the one of the I guess it was the representative, was at that apartment complex talking about that apartment complex needs to go. Well, as you ride around that apartment complex, you see the dope boys sitting in chairs on the corner. And yes, they need to be stopped. Yes, they need, you got to do something about it. It's, you know, it's there. I see it. I see it. If I see, and I mean, I can ride through and everybody go, they hold up a finger. Hey, here I am. I'm like, what are you here for? You know, and they're sitting outside the fence along the fence so that they can get up, hand it off, this, that, and the other. There's a grocery store in Jackson over by Jackson State. And I've driven Uber myself. And I've carried people from Jackson State to a grocery store that I believe that at that grocery store, you go in there and you pay for everything you need because everybody, after they go in there and pay, you take them around the corner to the house that has the drugs in it. So the drugs and the money are not in the same place, but you can go in there and you can put it on your EBT card or whatever you can right there at that grocery store. And it's been going on for years and years and years. So they got a sign out front just to help y'all out that says, fresh chickens available. We'll cook them for free. That's where they can get it around the EBT card deal. But, you know, and, you know, that's that. I mean, we know where the crime is. We know where it's at. We just got to go and decide that we're going to do something about it. And you know, it's like in Canton, they got to know this stuff is going on. They got to know what's going on. And why don't they do something about it? I mean, I can leave from right where I am right now and go find a dope boy somewhere in Jackson or Canton. And I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. And, but they're going to wave me down. I come pulling up in my limousine. They'll wave me down. What you got? What you want to buy? You need a gun? You need some dope? It's everywhere. And we have to do something about it. So Kenny Stokes is right that if the kids could find jobs this year on a summer program, and they've always been big on the summer program, that would be good. But you make more money selling dope, and the dope boys are out there and they're going to work you. So we got to do something about it. We either got to clean it up or we got to live with it. And I don't think living with it is an option because it just leads to the decay of the entire city. makes it unsafe for all of us because people are on drugs and running around with guns and they're under the age of 15. Come on, people, wake up. You know, I guess some of y'all sit around and go, well, I'm older and I have responsible drug use. Come on, think about what you just said. Responsible drug use. It doesn't exist. We'll be back right here on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB. The Chip Matthews Show on WYAB.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See Shelter Agent Jamie Creel for a free personal protection review. Pure Air Consultants has always been your go-to for reliable and affordable heating and cooling systems, and now we are offering day and night brand to avoid the 25 to 30% increases that everyone is talking about. With day and night, Pure Air Consultants professionals can install a reliable system with a 10-year system warranty, and right now receive $20 off on service diagnostic fees. Call us today, 601-939-7420, mypureairconsultants.com.
CBS News Brief. Mourners have just hours more to file past Pope Francis' body before his funeral. CBS's Nora O'Donnell is at the Vatican.
First tonight begins the ancient ritual of sealing the coffin by Cardinal Kevin Farrell, the Camerlengo of the Roman Catholic Church.
Russia's foreign minister speaking out after President Trump rebuked Vladimir Putin for new deadly strikes on Kyiv. Sergei Lavrov tells CBS's Face the Nation.
We consider serious proposals. We make serious proposals, and this is a process which is not supposed to be public until the end of it.
Former New York Congressman George Santos faces more than 7 years in prison when he's sentenced for fraud today. Loyola Law's Lori Levinson.
He basically took political donations and used them for his own personal casino holidays and designer clothes and even Botox treatments.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Pops Auto Sales on Highway 49 in Florence is where you come to buy quality cars, trucks, and SUVs. Priced to fit your budget. At Pops Auto, we specialize in trucks. From four-wheel drives to diesels, our satisfied repeat buyers know Pops has one of the largest truck inventories for any independent dealer, period. Browse Pops inventory at popsautosalesllc.com and get pre-approved for a zero down payment with approved credit, with warranties and service contracts available. Pops Auto Sales, your home for trucks. Highway 49 South in Florence.
Attention homeowners and business owners. Complete Exteriors is now Elite Roofing and Gutters. Are your roof and gutters storm ready? The folks at Elite are your local experts in storm protection. Now is the time for an inspection and for proactive solutions that ensure your roof and gutters can withstand any storm. Get up to a possible $250 rebate on a new roofing system for all active military, veterans, and retirees. Online at EliteRoofer.com.
If you want the best health care, where do you go? The Mayo Clinic. If you want the best care for your vehicle, where do you go? Mayo Auto Clinic in Raymond. Mayo Auto Clinic does foreign and domestic vehicles and diesel repair. Mayo Auto Clinic has ASE certified techs with over 25 years of experience. You can extend the life of your car or truck when you take it to Mayo Auto Clinic. For cost-effective repairs and maintenance, go to the best, Mayo Auto Clinic. Open weekdays at 7 a.m. Highway 18 in Raymond.
This is Jack Hoffman. For nearly 31 years, Tico's Steakhouse has been a staple for fine dining in Jackson, Mississippi. Dad has long since desired for me to come work alongside him. And now that I'm here, I would like to invite you to come experience our family tradition of our hospitality, sizzling steaks, and healthy poured beverages. Our dining rooms are open and we are taking reservations. Our private rooms are also available along with takeout. Call today or stop in and experience Tico's in the second generation.
Tico's Steakhouse, East County Line Road in Ridgeland, 601-956-1030.
From the garden,
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
And we're back on going to be a pretty good looking day for a Friday. Rain is supposed to be a little bit today, but it's supposed to be going away for the weekend concerts that are going on. Speaking of the concerts going on at Acme Pizza this weekend, Friday night, it's Jamie Eisenhood. And coming your way Saturday night, Jamie Mitchell. That's right. The two Jamies this weekend. Y'all check that out. I know you're going everywhere else, but y'all come by, get a pizza to go. Call ahead, get a pizza to go. Make Jenny happy. And let's get out there and sell some pizza this weekend, or some pasta, or a burger, or some barbecue. But anyway, that's Acme Pizza out on the reservoir. Come see us. A lot of people in Rankin County also are talking about this zoning issue. Rankin County zoning issue with the trailers and this, that, and the other. That's something about over 7 years. And my question to you is, as I look at government and the way government works, in Rankin County, government seems to work better because they do listen to the people. And I understand a lot of people are going out to speak to them. And in Ridgeland, you had the people speak out. And this happens all the time in Madison County when the people speak out and the boards and the planning commissions deny a project and say that they're voting against it. They always overrule it. You know, that's an interesting concept where the people don't get to speak. That's why we must work on getting the ballot initiative in. That's also why when we have a chance in local elections, because it's a people up state, you know, the people have the power allegedly, but we only have it right now when we vote for local officials and state officials and this, that, and the other. But this election cycle is local for mayors and aldermen and stuff like that. So we got to get out and do the right thing. In Jackson, my opinion, the best choice is going to be Kim Wade for you. Don't fall for any traps. A 32-year politician coming in doesn't bring you any experience. His experience is just talking to the lobbyist and this, that, and the other, getting what he wants out of it. But, you know, for 32 years, he's been representing y'all. And my phone line's been open every day waiting on y'all to call in and tell me what he has done for the area. John Horn, we're waiting to know. Somebody please let me know. I might have to Google it and see if Google will tell me the truth. Good morning, Timothy Jenkins. I see you there. But we got to vote and get things going right. Let's see what's going on here. Good morning, WYB.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Rankin County zoning issue.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to be speaking out for sure May the 1st at the Brandon Municipal Building in Brandon at 6 o'clock. They're going to inform us of all the controversial issues that was done, and we encourage all Rankin County landowners to come out and be a part of this and hear what's going to be said and make your own decision on what you want to do. Me personally, I feel like it's just infringement on our landowner rights, and I'm not for it at all.
Free the land. I mean, what is the deal? I mean, why do people in government feel like you grow up or you inherit land or you've always had land? You know, Ben Cartwright at the Ponderosa wouldn't let you do this. You wouldn't come on his land and divide it up and say you only could do 5-acre lots, and you couldn't bring houses out there for your other people. And trailers are far more advanced than they ever were in the 70s. And I would think that's what they don't like. But you know,
as for me, I've inherited some land.
How many?
Living on land in Rankin County that was bought by my great grandfather.
How much? How many acres? How many acres?
We've got 49 acres in northern Rankin County, out around Cold Bluff and the Rankin County side.
Okay.
And you know, potlatch land has been sold. It's been a lot of forest land for years, but they've been selling it off, and it's been clearing. And but it's going to hurt me. A lot of my friends and family live on the road that I live on, and We have 11 mobile homes just on my road.
Right.
And a lot of them are newer mobile homes.
Right.
And in 7 years, and say if we want to sell a mobile home and have it moved, you won't be able to because you can't move it within the county. Once a mobile home is new, in 7 or 8 years, it's old. It's older, and
right.
And it's against that law that they passed. So only thing you can do is sell the land with the home or have it moved to another county, which is ridiculous.
That is ridiculous if you really think about it. I mean, because a lot of people, I've known people all my life that I have one particular friend that has always lived in a mobile home. And they had money. They could have done whatever they wanted to, but they had a double wide, and then every 2 or 3 years or 4 years they'd come through, and then they'd get them a new triple wide or something like that. And I just go, wow, and then you go inside these things and they're spacious and it's quality living. And I understand why they do it, And so if you own your own land, you should be able to do what you want to do on it. It upsets me. HOA, it's like your whole county's becoming an HOA, and they're going to tell you what you're going to do, just like they do in an HOA inside a neighborhood. That's what I say.
We're reaching out to news medias and different people to cover this to let everybody know, because I feel like that if everybody knows what's really going on and know everything that's going on, that they'll try to put a stop to it. And the supervisors, hopefully they'll listen. This Sid Scarberry that voted against it,
right?
He only won by one vote,
right,
in the county. I think at the end of the night it was tied, and then maybe the next day he was certified to win. He won by one vote. So we need to put pressure. They need to put pressure on him to do the right thing with the citizens.
Well, you need to go.
He can't afford to lose a vote if he wants to be reelected.
Well, you also can go look at the vote and challenge some of the stuff in an election every time. You can go look at it, see if the vote was actually there. I mean, these things that happen. You'd be surprised at what happens in elections. I for one had all the legal votes in Canton, and they put the other guy in office. Okay, so that was 4 years ago. But anyway, we're working on fixing everything. Thank you for calling, and keep us up on this, and call in anytime and let us know more about what's going on with that issue. And then, of course, closer to your meeting next week, give me a call day before and the day of, and we'll talk about that some more. Anybody else if you want to call in, 601-879-0003. You're kind of chatty today on a Friday. What some of you people have already taken off. I was going by MDOT to at MDOT, they collect all the signs at different regions for elections, and they take off on Friday. But so I was trying to get by yesterday. It seems like they take off on Thursday too. I got over there and it was all locked up. So, and that's where political signs go to die. They pick them up if they're in the wrong place, and that's where they go. So I'm out looking for signs. I put out about 100 signs so far. I got another 400 to put out. If you want one in the city limits of Canton, please hit me up online or whatever, and I will get you one. Okay, so what you going to do this weekend? Let's talk about some fun stuff. Okay, one thing I want to mention, Jackson Dart, first rounder, New York Giants. And I am a Giants fan, so all you Cowboy fans out there, we got another rebel there. And y'all got to understand that, that goes back to Charlie Connolly. I wasn't a Giants fan just because Eli was there. It did help. But Charlie Connolly, there you go. That's a rebel, from back in the day. We have a long kinsman, Ole Miss and the New York Giants. Same color uniforms too. You don't have to change. New York Giants need to bring in the powder blue probably. But anyway, this weekend you got the concert. You got concerts. You got events. You got the New Orleans Jazz Fest going on down there in New Orleans, which is pretty much anything but jazz anymore. There's some jazz in the daytime and some of the local stuff. And I always like, in 2 weeks after that, after the Jazz Fest, is the French Quarter Festival, where the local musicians come out and play for free out on the lake out there on the riverfront. And that is a special event, and usually all the weather the whole time that goes on is great. During Jazz Fest, you always are in the mud. You're always in the mud. So don't think you're not going to be. And then also Saturday night, we have a big concert out at the Brandon Amphitheater with Stained and Breaking Benjamin. And there's 2 other bands on that. That ought to be a good show for those rockers of the people that like rock. I always tell people, at my age, I like that. And I also like the other concert that'll be going on, the one Pearl Day. That's the one Clay's pushing. It's free. He'll be there. He'll be broadcasting live from there, I believe. And he's got Brett Michaels and going to be playing there. And then also Warrant. And there's a few other bands playing. That ought to be a great event for the family. Go on out. Door, I guess the gates open about 6. It's out at Trustmark Park. Y'all check all these events out. Make sure you go out. Make sure you have fun. Go to your local drinking holes and eating holes, locally owned, and see all your friends that own these places, because they're out serving you, and they enjoy it, and they want you to come on in. So, what else we're going to talk about? We're going to try our best not to talk about politics, but it's really hard to do for me. It's hard for me to do. If you got something on your mind, give me a call. 601-879-0003. We'll talk about the weather. We'll talk about something on the other side of this break right here on WYAB on the Chip Matthews Show. The side of this break right here on WYAB.
1039 WYAB.
How would you like a new eyeglass frame for just $50? Bruce has an inventory conundrum and he needs your help. This will be to your benefit. You can get some sweet pricing on Frontline frames that are simply out of warranty. These are men's, ladies, and kids frames, and they can be yours for just $50 from now till the end of April. These are great for spare pairs and sunglasses too. Come get yours while they last at Eye Gear Optical, 2630 Highway 80 East in Pearl, and on the web at eyegearoptical.com.
Would you like a free ice cream? Head on over to Bumpers Drive-In on Highway 49 in Flora. If you're craving a juicy made-to-order burger and crispy golden fries, if you want to taste the best hand-breaded chicken tenders you've ever had, if you want a hand-mixed milkshake or a whirl with Nutter Butters, Oreos, then bump on into Bumpers Drive-In in Flora. Exclusively at the Flora location. Mention you heard them on WYAB and you'll receive a free frosty ice cream with your order.
Dr. Bobby C. Pankey and Associates proudly welcome optometrists Mary Lou Puglisi and Dylan Pankey to their team of eye care professionals. Both share Optical 2000's commitment to offering you and your family the highest quality eye care. Both the Clinton and Richland locations provide comprehensive eye care, including eye health examinations and treatment for eye disease, all essential for vision wellness. Optical 2000, Bobby C. Pankey and Associates in Clinton and Richland.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Are you craving a home-cooked meal without the hassle? Come over to McBee's Bar and Grill in Ridgeland for their Blue Plate lunch specials. Served up every weekday, at McBee's it's a different entree every day. Chicken spaghetti on Mondays, beef tip Tuesday, pork chop Wednesday, spaghetti Thursday, and catfish Fridays. And McBee's Blue Plate lunch comes with 2 classic southern sides and cornbread or a roll. McBee's specials are served every weekday from 11 to 2. McBee's, buzzing the res since 1982.
ABS causes mass hysteria by providing office tech that actually does its job.
Relax. At Advantage Business Systems, we know office technology isn't that exciting, but we do know it is life-changing. Work-life-changing, that is. Because the latest copiers, printers, mailing machines, and even telephone systems can keep your office running smoothly. Visit absms.com. Advantage Business Systems, helping your business do business.
Looking to elevate your ride? Weston Automotive and Rick's Pro Truck have you covered. From rugged bumpers to sleek step bars, Weston's top-notch accessories will transform your truck into a head-turner. And at Rick's Pro Truck, we specialize in custom installations that bring your vision to life. Visit us today for expert advice and unbeatable deals. Weston Automotive and Rick's Pro Truck, where your truck's potential comes alive. Weston and RPT. Trucks live here.
We think diamond prices in most jewelry stores are downright scary.
That's why at Juniker's, we're doing something about it. Because starting this Saturday, April 26th, you can buy directly from the Diamond Cutter. It's the Diamond Expo at Juniker Jewelry Company.
Our diamond cutters are flying in fresh production of certified diamonds. Every size, shape, and price range. It's the Diamond Expo.
3/4 carat diamonds for less than $1,250.
1 carat starting at $2,500.
And 2 carat diamonds for only $10,000.
Plus, qualified buyers get up to 12 months financing, interest-free.
Guys, this is how you buy a diamond.
Juniker's 2025 Diamond Expo. Save hundreds, even thousands, directly from our cutters.
7 big days, 2 huge weekends, now through Saturday, May 3rd. Juniker Jewelry Company, Mississippi's direct diamond importer. 1485 Highland Colony Parkway, just south of 463 in Madison, and junikerjewelry.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
And we're back on a Friday, and it's going to be a great weekend. It's going to be a great weekend. I'm sorry I have to work. I'm going to miss a bunch of concerts. But y'all get out and enjoy yourself. Have some fun. It's supposed to be a little bit more sun this weekend than we've had on the rainy ones. But, get out there and enjoy it. I've been trying to decide how I wanted to talk about this. We have a listener online and a friend. I guess we're becoming friends. We haven't met yet. Irene Jackson, a storyteller and she did some Canton historic news. And she was talking about, and I want to share with y'all her letter that she sent to me online. And this is true about Canton. Canton is a town that is really together. Although, and then I watched today, I just saw it for the first time, the mayor's divisionist post that he put up. And I'm going to go into a lot of that next Monday and Tuesday. I'm going to break them down and play some excerpts from that. But anyway, her letter was breaking ground, a new chapter in leadership just last week in the heart of Canton, Mississippi. History quietly unfolded. It may not have been national headlines, but it should have been, for the first time ever, a Republican, Chip Matthews, myself, endorsed a Democrat, Tim Scott Taylor, in the race for mayor of Canton, and he did it faithfully. This wasn't politics as usual. This was about purpose, about courage, about unity. Chip didn't have to endorse Tim, but he looked beyond party lines and into the heart of the city in a community where the majority of residents are Black. Chip's actions wasn't just symbolic, it was historic. He reminded us that real leadership means stepping up and telling the truth, even when it goes against expectations. His favorite quote, "Tell the truth," wasn't just a slogan. It reflected the man behind the message. His words, his convictions, and this bold endorsement speak to something deeper. Unity is not weakness, it is strength. And Chip showed us that what it means to act faithfully, not just religiously, but righteously. I hope Chip and Tim feel the weight of this moment. Someone took the time to write it down, not just for today, but for further generations. This is the kind of article for, where does it go? Okay, I present the article to Chip Matthews and Tim Scott Taylor. I ask for simply a reply. And because the story is about the City of Lights. And look, I am deeply moved by this, and I thank you. And I'm, she is a narrative storyteller, Irene Jackson, Y'all, I guess y'all need to click on her and follow her stuff because she's got some good stuff that she writes. But I'm humbled by that. That just blows my mind. That and it makes it all worthwhile to know that somebody is watching and realizing that Canton is going to move forward, whether it's myself or Tim Taylor. It's going to move forward. And that is what we need to do. We need to work together. And, leadership, I'm going to get out and argue it. I'll fight for you. The truth is all that we can live on. The truth's easy to keep up with. Y'all saw Chuck Way sitting there stammering on the TV. You see these politicians when they ask a direct question, they just stammer and stammer and stammer. Why'd you go down to El Salvador? Whoa, to have margaritas. That's what you went down there for. Or is the bigger government in and look, Democrats are not bad. Democrat politicians are bad. That's it. And also the Republican politicians. They're going to lie to you. They're going to do what they want to do. So, good morning, Donnie Owl. But politicians they don't think sometimes. They don't listen sometimes. And at the last minute, they vote whatever their friends are voting, and they look around. And the lobbyists and all of that goes on has got to, we've got to figure out a way to find the happy medium. If the lobbyists had to come in and buy a new politician every election cycle, that would be much better than having them build up credit with people. I got you that last time. You still owe me for that. I'll give you some money now for a bill I'm going to have in a few years. Come on, people. We need our voice back. We need to be calling Tate Reeves and telling him, please put the ballot initiative in the special session. That's the important thing. All this other stuff is lobbyists spending money. Make them lobby us. Make them lobby the people for what they want, because, the ballot initiative, there's a way to put it in to where everything is not crazy. For instance, if it has to do with sin taxes and stuff like that, you don't put that on the people. You put that on the legislature. They don't want to get involved in that. That's a little bit more complicated, and you want to put regulations on it. So marijuana, yes, that should have been done by the legislature, but they were too scared to touch it before. That's what it is. And I mean, we're a year or two away from them deciding to make recreational pot legal, which is fine if that's what you want. But the people don't have a voice in anything. We're not allowed to say anything because you took away our ballot initiative. We've got to have it back. That is our only voice other than at the voting booth, but we don't go to the voting booth. Only 20% show up. 20% show up. Okay, that's going to do it for me Friday. I'll see you bright and early, 6 a.m. on Monday. Y'all get out, think about who you're going to vote, get informed on what's going on, keep up with what's going on. Don't take your money out of the market. The market money's going to come back. It always does. It goes up, it goes down. If you're looking at the market, you probably don't have any money in it anyway. Well, Clay Edwards is next right here on WYAB. I will see y'all later.